Hi there. In this video, I'm going to talk about the last type of data type in Python, which is dictionaries. And I hope you remember from the last three videos that we have four different types of data built in Python. The first one is lists. The second one, tuples. The third one, sets. And the last one, which we are going to discuss in this video, is dictionaries. And if you remember, we say all the data we have it in lists should be between square brackets. Lists allow duplicate items. It's the same thing for tuple, except tuple has unchangeable item. It means if I need to modify anything in tuple, I have to convert it into list and then return it back to tuple. And it also accepts duplicate items. For sets, it's a collection of unordered and unchangeable items that do not accept duplicate items or ignore the duplicate items. And the last one is dictionary, which is a collection of ordered and changeable items. However, it ignores the duplicate items. And now we need to set a definition for dictionary. What is the dictionary in Python language? How to create a dictionary, how to add new keys to the dictionary, how to remove some of the existing keys, and then how to go through the dictionary to do extra work. Dictionary is very similar to lists. Lists, we have several items which are organized in a linear way. We call these items values. These values, it could be strings or integers or Boolean, they are values. And they are sorted in a sequence, start by 0. So the first value or item in a list is 0 item. And then 1, 2, 3, and so on. And this is the reason we can index the items in the list by 0, 1, 2, 3. But the key difference between a list and a dictionary, in dictionary, we have values, which you could say like definitions in a classical dictionary. But those definitions are sorted out by keys, not by numerical value 0, 1, 2, 3. So this is a very key difference you need to be aware of when you work with lists and dictionary. Lists and dictionaries, both of them, they have values, but the values in lists are arranged by numerical items 0, 1, 2, 3. But the values in dictionary are sorted out by keys. And those keys are, like you could say, the terminology, and the value is the definition of the terminology. However, those items are jumped in one pool, and this pool we call it dictionary. The dictionary items, and when I say items, I mean the key and the value together, are ordered, changeable. It means I can remove one item, add another item. However, the dictionary ignores duplication. So when you study dictionary, remember the difference between dictionary and list. Now let us try to create a dictionary. This dictionary talks about different specifications in a car, and I call it my dictionary. As you can see here, the keys in these dictionaries are brand, model, year, hybrid, colors, and later on, I'm going to add more keys to this dictionary. So I have created this code here just to save the time of the video. And I will post it here and try to run the code. So it's the same code, you see it in my presentation, you see it here, and here I'm going to run the code. When I run the code, I'm going to get all the keys, which is here at the beginning, brand, model, year, hybrid, and so on. And next to the key, you will see the value, or let me say the definition of that key. But notice here a key difference that I repeated the year twice. And look what happened here. Because it was duplicated, the dictionary dropped the first one and took the second one. Now, I can get the length of the dictionary, same as I did it with lists. So here, let us get the length of my dictionary. and run the code. And you will notice here that we have I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items, but when I counted, I get the length of the dictionary of 5 items instead of 6. And the reason is the Python dropped off the duplicated item, which is here. So please remember that duplicated items are automatically dropped off from the dictionary. And here I put a list. I'm not going to run this code, but I want to put this list here to explain to you that the items in the list start by 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But here, the sequence of the items in the dictionary start by brand, model, year, hybrid, colors. And this is the sequence of the items in the dictionary. So please remember the difference between dictionary and a list. Now, I need to search for some items or some keys in the dictionary. So here I say, if year, it's a key, and we know that year here is 2020, exists in my dictionary, print, yes, it's there. Otherwise, no, I couldn't find. So here, I will get the code. And I will run the code here and see what I'm going to get. So yes, here, because year, it's been there, I was able to find it. So here, when I search for a specific key, I can put it here. In the next slide, I'm going to talk about values. But now let us search for a specific key. I was able to find it. How can I get a list of all the keys? So here I will go and copy my keys. Now, I'm going to get it from here to save the time. So I created a code. All keys, my dictionary.keys, and I need to run the code. And here I should get the keys one by one. So here you see I get all the keys: brand, model, year, hybrid, colors. So in the first code, I was looping through the dictionary, searching for a specific key. And this is the reason I developed this code. But here I developed the code to search for all the keys. Now, can I create a dictionary of keys, but with one value, which is 0 value? Yes, we can do that. And here we use a method, we call it from keys. So here I create a key, and those keys are brand, model, year, hybrid, and so on. And then I run those, the value of is empty, space. And here, if I make it, I should be able to create a new dictionary. And see here, the first dictionary was there, I printed out, but now I created another dictionary with empty values. And then I can put the values later on. So I'm trying to show you here how to handle with the keys, either a specific key or all the keys, or creating a dictionary from keys. The next point we need to know is how to play with values. First, how can I get the values of all the keys? So I made the code. Which is all values equals my dictionary.values, and now I need to print all the values. So here I got only the values, which is for Mustang, and then the year number, false, and then the list of colors. So here we know how to get all the values. Can I get a value of a specified key? Yes, we can do that by creating a new variable, and we call it value. So here I have value, which is year, and I need to know what is the value for year key. The value is 2020. Then I can use another method which we call it get, and it will give me the same result as value. So here I used my dictionary, and then I put the square brackets as if it's a list, and then it gives me the value of the year. In the same way, I can do it, but using get method. So here, the code is correct. It's just a quotation sign. And if I run it, I should get 2020 twice. And this can tell you to get a specified value, you can either use this code or you can use the other one with get methods. Now, we looked at the keys, then at the values, and now we need to look at both of them together. When we look at keys and values, we call it items. So here I need to return all the items in the dictionary. So here I say, create a new variable called items, and I need to print all the items here. So here in the first one, I printed my dictionary, but here I printed all the items, and each items come out in a form of a tuple. So here you see brand and Ford, it's a tuple. Model, Mustang, it's another tuple, and so on. So this can show you how to drive out each key or each value or each item. Now let us look at the next point, which is adding a new key or adding a new value or adding a new item. So here I would like to add a new item, which is interior equals leather. So I have already here 5 items. I would like to add a new one. So here I create the new one, which is the interior of the car. And for the interior of my model, I put leather. So let us print out the dictionary with the updated item. And here you can see, let me enlarge this one. You can see here that it has all the previous items, and you can see interior here shows up at the end of the list. So this can tell you that we can add new items to the dictionary. Also, we can use another method, we call it update, and it gives me the same option. So here I have this one. I'm gonna add another one, but this time I'm gonna use a new variable, we call it horsepower. And I assume the horsepower is 350. And I run the code and see what we are gonna get. Oh. So I should put a round bracket here and then remove this one and see what we will get. That's right. If you look here at the far right, you will see the new code. So here I have the original dictionary, and then I added a new item, which is interior. Then I added another item, which is the horsepower. So we can add the item by using one of the two methods. Either you mention the key and the value, or you say update and you put the key and the value in curly brackets and then create the new item. The next point is how to remove one of the keys from the dictionary. We can use different items here, either pop or del or pop item or clean. So first of all, let us look at the first item, which is removing a specific key. How can I remove a specific key? I can use pop. So after I created all the variables, I'm gonna start to delete some of them. So here I will say, delete the first key, which is brand, and show me the dictionary after the deletion. So here we had the original dictionary has brand at the beginning, but when we start the new one, it has model, which means that brand has been deleted. Also, I can use another method, which is del. And here, I'm going to remove the year. And run the code. And now I should see brand and the year dropped off. So here we have model, but then we jump to hybrid, which can tell you that the year has been dropped off. Also, we can pop up item, and here we remove the last item. We know that the last item in our code is horsepower. So I'm gonna remove horsepower here by using pop item. Okay, and we run the code, and I should see that the horsepower has been deleted. If I checked here, yes, it has been deleted. If you would like to specify a certain item, you can put it here between brackets, and then you can delete the item. Also, we can delete the whole dictionary. When I say del, my dicty, and then run the code, then we will see that the whole dictionary has been deleted here. So here I printed out from the beginning because it comes from this code, but later on it has been deleted. If I would like to clear off the dictionary, then I will say instead my dicty dot clear, and then run it. And then I say print my dicty. Now, when I print it, it should be empty. Yes, so here you get two curly brackets with no keys or values. It means it was cleared off. So please remember how to create a new dictionary, how to add items, how to remove items, and the last point is how to loop through this dictionary. We can use condition 4, and here we can loop through the whole dictionary. So I have the dictionary here, and I say for item, I'm going to put hash sign to use the code later. But now I say for item in my dictionary print item. Here it will show me the keys one by one in the dictionary, in each one in a separate line. So you can see here I have brand, model year, hybrid colors, interior, and then horsepower. Also, I can use this code. So here I say for item in my dicty keys. So here I mention the keys, and it should give me the same thing. So we can get a list of all the keys separated by each one in different line. So remember this code that will help you to go through the dictionary to search for the keys. I can do the same code, but here I'm going to search for values. And here we can copy this code and say for items in my dicty, and then print out the values. So here we run it for items in my dicty, and I should get here the values. Ford, Mustang, 1964, and sorry, 2020 false, and so on. Also, I can use the second code for item in my dicty values. And then if I run it, I should get the same answer, which is a list of all the values in the dictionary. So I hope you find those ways useful to play around with dictionary. The last point is how to get a list of all the keys and all the values, which we call it items. And here we say for key, comma, value in my dicty dot items print the key and the value, and I should get them here in a list. But to make it easy for our eyes to read, maybe we can create quotation, then colon, then another quotation, then comma, where we can put a colon between the key and the value, so it can be easy for our eyes to read. And here you can see the colon shows up here. So I hope you find this short video useful, educating you and giving you ideas on how to play with dictionaries. Also, I encourage you to go to the textbook, read more examples about all the 4 types of data type, whether list or tuple or set or dictionary, and do the assignment. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.